The Workforce Development Board of the Mid-Ohio Valley held a job fair over at the Wood County Resiliency Center earlier today. According to Executive Director of the Workforce Development Board of the Mid-Ohio Valley, Cindy Auth, around 36 different employers and agencies attended to provide resources and get connected with employment opportunities. Auth says the Development Board's goal is to give people a chance to access the resources needed by an employer. Employers at the job fair share what opportunities they offer for those who are asking questions.
West Virginia has the lowest workforce participation rate in the nation, one of the lowest, and so a lot of our local employers struggle to find skilled workers to fill all of their positions. So one of the main functions of the Workforce Development Board is to create training opportunities.
We do training for long-term career employment and provide supports along the way, transportation to and from work. We partner with the Military Authority for heavy equipment operating, lawn and landscaping.
Right now, what kind of jobs are in the area that they are looking for? A lot are in the accounting and the HR, and we do have a lot of opportunities, at least with us with Move Staffing, with those two positions.
Auth adds the board put the event together very quickly and is impressed with all the agencies working together.